What I love about Southern California is you have all these things to do in the ocean, and then you can drive just 100 miles and be in the mountains for a completely different experience. We're headed up to Big Bear Lake. We're going to spend the night and go off-roading with a Jeep Club in the morning. They got a little bit of snow as we were driving up. They basically just got an inch or two, maybe at best. But as I'm preparing this video, it is a little over a week later than when we went up, and they're basically getting a blizzard right now. So they're getting a ton of snow. I should mention that we shot this video in the middle of February. I guess I've been coming up to Big Bear Lake for over 40 years now. Our kids learned to ski up here and have spent a lot of time playing up here in the snow over the years. This next picture was taken probably almost 30 years ago when we were stuck up in Big Bear in our CJ7. We still have the CJ7, but unfortunately, I don't still have the hair. I included a couple of clips of when we were up here before when we had a good storm going. I mean, when it's snowing like this, I always feel like a kid, and it's always a lot of fun. Here's Miss Vicky. Let me take a moment to ask you to help us grow the channel by subscribing and liking this video. It really helps a lot. Thank you. I didn't know if I would stop. This video was also taken up here in Big Bear during the winter, but that year there was no snow and it was really dry, and we're bouncing around like crazy. The springs that I had on it at that time I've replaced, and it's a little more nimble, and we've gotten a little bit better with the cameras as well. You come over the bridge. Hello. Oh my gosh. Is that a video? There are so many Forest Service roads and trails up here in Big Bear, there's too many to count. A lot of the Forest Service roads are really easy. You could be in a stock four-wheel drive vehicle and you might not even need to put it in four-wheel drive. But there's also trails up here that are intermediate and some that are really difficult if you're into rock crawling. And this one here that we're doing is kind of probably considered intermediate, a little more difficult than some of the Forest Service roads. All right, back to the present run. There wasn't a lot of snow up here, as you can see, and it really wasn't that muddy either, so it was a very easy run. I think that we maybe put it in four-wheel drive once or twice that day, but you could probably get through it without using it at all. But it was a beautiful trip. You can see forever, and the mountains were incredibly beautiful. Look at that rock. So when we did this run, we pretty much had the trail to ourselves. I don't think we passed another vehicle that day going the opposite direction, but that's not always the case. You can come up and do these Forest Service roads or trails where it's really busy and there's really hardly any room to pass somebody. So it can be pretty interesting when somebody's coming the opposite direction and you have to get by. I included this clip so you can kind of see what it's like when it's pretty busy on one of the Forest Service roads or trails. This time we were leaving Big Bear Lake and we took Clark's Grade down to Seven Oaks, and that day was probably the busiest day that we've ever had up here on the trails or roads. We were passing people all day long, and you can see how hard it is to get by somebody. The people going the opposite direction have to get up on the bank to make room for you to get by. Vicky was driving here, and I don't think she realized how close she got to the edge.
where we are?
No. Is there a big drop?
Yeah, it's a huge drop right here.
Am I too close to it?
It's close, yep. We're just right. Okay, good.
I didn't even see it. Well, we're almost at the end of the run here, and we'll go out and air back up before we get on the pavement. And then on the way back, there are some frozen falls that we stop at and get some video, so check that out as well. We love our local mountains, and we've definitely made a lot of great memories up here. I hope it's brought you some joy, and please help us grow the channel by subscribing and liking the video. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Take care.